Hello, Jim.
Hi, Rob. Thanks for taking my phone call this morning.
What's up, Jim?
Well, essentially, my wife and I were living in an apartment complex for 2 years. We moved in and we had some issues that we were figuring that they'd get fixed along the way.
Okay, this is the mold issue, right? This is what we started before the break?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, this is the mold issue.
All right, so I do remember all that. You're having trouble with mold. You no longer live there. So let's reduce this to a question that I can weigh in on.
Okay. So basically where we're at now is it's almost a bit retaliatory, it seems, by the apartment complex. They're trying to sack us for about $2,000 in charges on the apartment. Being that I kind of saw them trying to pull something like this, I made sure to document everything that we were running into problems
Jim,
with, as well as video.
How long ago did you leave the apartment?
10 months ago.
Did you get your security deposit back?
No, we didn't.
Is that part of what they're claiming is your security deposit?
They have claimed the security deposit, and on top of it, another $2,000.
And have they gone to court for this or not? Or are they just making a demand on you?
Now that's what's funny, because as soon as they had sent us a bill of charges, I made sure to respond appropriately back with a letter, as well as the documentation we built up before. But they have turned it over to a credit
collection. Okay, all right, Jim, I got it. All right, so I don't mean to cut you off, but I do want to make sure you get an answer. And so the deal is that, first of all, my first concern is the security deposit. That's entirely, in the first instance, a matter of procedure. Within 30 days of you moving out, they either got to give you your money or send you a certified letter saying that they're making a claim and the reason they're making a claim and how much they're making a claim. Did they do that, Jim?
Yes, they did.
Yeah, they did. Okay. Yes?
And we sent a certified letter back to them, which they refused.
Okay. You did that within 15 days of the receipt of the letter from them?
Yes, within a week.
Okay, so those are the procedural requirements, and what happens when people do that is that means that this money is supposed to be frozen in place, and it will be the subject of later proceedings when somebody cares to bring them, so that either you or the landlord could go to court and go, I want this money, release this money. That's how that works. Right. But understand that that does not limit the amount of the claim that can be made by the landlord. It's simply a way of trying to dispose of the security deposit. So, when this gets to court, let's assume this gets to court by you making a claim and saying, I want I want this money back and I didn't do anything wrong. You could at the same time make a claim for damages that ensue from the mold as well. And if he brings you to court, you'll make a claim to get your security deposit back as a counterclaim, and you're going to bring a claim for the mold. Let me say one thing about mold issues. I know that we have to move on, but I hear a lot of mold issues in landlord-tenant law, and please be sure to understand that not all mold is created equal. So when somebody calls me and says, I have mold, I'm fleeing, there's mold in almost every Florida residence, under every Florida rock, on every Florida curb. There's mold. What we're looking for is black toxic mold, number one, and black toxic mold that actually has had a deleterious effect on you. So just because there's mold doesn't mean there's a claim. There's a claim for black mold and the black mold that causes health problems. That's where the claim derives from. All right, Jim, I don't know. I hope that brought you a little ways down the pike thinking about this, but you're right. It is a complex problem.